Did you know that understanding your identity has a direct correlation with your income? Most people chase money without fully understanding who they are. Not understanding your identity can leave you in a cycle struggling to get ahead. Here's the problem. When you don't understand your identity, you misalign yourself, and that misalignment stops you from making the money that you want to make. There are 3 steps to understanding your identity. The first one is to understand who you really are. Who you really are is basically who God says that you are. God says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. If you understand how complex humans are, if you're watching this or listening to this, it means that you are smart, that you are intelligent, that you're smarter than any computer, that you're smarter than any other being on the universe. You were created for a special purpose. So you can't walk around with your head down feeling like you're not confident or you're not good enough or you feel like others are better than you. No, we are all human beings. No one is better than you. No one is worse than you. You are who you are. But you have to understand that you have potential. You have to understand that you were created to do good works. You have to understand the ability that is within inside you. Because once you understand that, then that helps you to be able to unlock your potential. But if you go around not believing who you really are and not knowing who you really are, then you will be stuck in a cycle and you will really limit the income that you're making. Now that you know who you really are, the next step is, who do you think that you are? What is it that you think about yourself? What is your mindset? What is your mentality? Because a lot of people can know that they were created, that they have all of this ability. But if you feel like, oh no, I'm stupid, or I'm not smart, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, or I can't do this, or I can't do that, then you limit yourself. And when you limit yourself, then you're not able to unlock the potential that you have. And so you have to be aligned with who it is that you really are and who it is that you think that you are. If you don't think that you're as great as you actually are, then what happens is when people see you, they'll see someone that has a lot of ability, but someone who is shy and not confident. And when you're shy and not confident and not fully embracing who you are, then what happens is it limits your earning potential. On the other hand, there are some people who are overly confident in who they are. This means that they think that they are better than everyone else, anyone else, and a lot of other people. This leads to misalignment as well. So you have to have that humility. You have to have this balance that no one is above you, no one is below you. That means that you're not getting too high and you're not getting too low. When you understand this, it'll help you unlock financial potential. Once you align who you really are with who you think you are, now it's time to align that with who you project to be. So that's who you show yourselves to others. Many people have a shell or a representative of themselves when they're interacting with others. Your goal would be to align who you think you are with who you really are, with who you project to be. Sometimes people try to project to be more confident than they really are, or to project to have more money than they really have, or project to be more knowledgeable than they really are. And you're trying to project something that you're not. And this goes to make you misalign. And people can see that and read into that. One of the worst things that you can do when it comes to branding yourself is to be misaligned and to not be who you truly are. And so what you have to make sure is you're projecting the reality of who you are and that you're not sending out your representative. Sending out your representative may do good for you for a day, for a moment, for a minute, for a month, or for even a couple of years. But eventually who you really are will come out and shine through. So don't send out a representative. Send out who you really are. So when you line up who you really are, who you think you are, and who you project to be, it results in you being your authentic self. When you are your authentic self, this is when people begin to trust you. This is when people aren't thinking you have ulterior motives. This is when you become reliable and trustworthy, and people look at you as someone who is authentic. No matter what you're trying to do, if you're trying to sell a product, if you're trying to get someone to hire you, if you're trying to provide a service to someone, if you want to generate more income, the first thing that you have to do is make sure that you're being authentic. Because when people think that you're not who you're presenting yourself to be, that's the fastest way to get a no. That's the fastest way for a deal not to close and for someone to close a door for you instead of opening a door for you. So when you understand your true identity, then it is really powerful and it will change your life. So what I want you to do is I want you to walk as your authentic self. You are who God says that you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Now, if you enjoyed this video, watch my next video, which is all about perception, because your income is not really based off of who you think you are. It is mostly based off how others perceive you. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to influence that perception.